So this video we're going to be focusing on the DNA. It's a bait glug, it's like a liquid attractant. It's part of the DT Baits range. This is the Supa Fruit. We are joined again by Fenton, who's the owner of DT Baits, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about the DNA.
Okay, so the DNA is actually made up of 3-part liquid. As you can see, it's different colour, top and bottom. Shake it to activate it, get all the 3 parts mixed together well. It's PVA friendly, so you can coat your boilies, you can coat your pellet, and it just gets some attractant into the water. The good thing about it is the lighter oil in it. As it rises through the water columns, it pulls the heavier particles up, and as it starts to disperse, the heavier particles fall back down. And what you find is that you get the up and down effect through the water columns.
So kind of creating that tower in the water.
That's
just
right.
Going up and down just to make sure.
You'll see exactly where you'll fish. If you've got a ripple on the water, you'll get a nice flat spot where you'll see it hitting the surface. After a few hours, once it all starts dying down a bit, as soon as you start getting fish moved back in onto the bait, it sets it off again.
Sparks it back up from the
So if you're watching the water like you should be, then you will see your first indication you got fish in the area is you got the flat spot on the water again, and you'll be sitting on the end of the rod waiting for it to peel off.
Nice, that sounds good. Because I'm a big fan of using liquids, and I typically these days go straight into the bag with a small amount. Once the PVA bag's set up, small hole, and just put normally sort of 5-10 mil in. How much would you use if you were putting it into a PVA bag?
Myself, I would tend to, rather than putting it straight into the bag, I would actually use it in a bait bucket with some boilies, with some pellet, crushed up boilies, or even the stick mix, and give it a good soaking. The longer you can leave it soaking in the DNA, the more it will draw in, and therefore it takes longer for it to leach out, and you'll keep it leaching out for longer.
Yeah, and like you say, when those fish come in then to feed and it sparks back up because it's had so long.
If you just put it straight into a PVA bag, you're just putting a liberal coating on the outside, you'll lose it a lot quicker. Right,
okay, that's very useful to know. So with you putting it through kind of your bait mix into your bucket before it goes into the PVA bag, again, is that going to be something you're going to want to do in advance, especially when you know when you're going to go fishing? Would you do it 24 hours, 48, or is it just as long
as long as you possibly can. 24 hours is good, but the longer you leave it, the more it's going to soak into your bait.
Yep, perfect. But again, you could use it if you're out for a short session. You've still got that in your arsenal. You're going to be able to use it just to add some extra attraction.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So the Supa Fruit DNA liquid stimulant available today.